He is the one of the most profitable, recognizable action stars on the planet, the immortal badass of cinema, loved by millions across every continent for his humble demeanor, viral generosity, and timeless cool. But behind the quiet smile lies a life struck by catastrophic tragedy, abandoned by his father, losing his best friend to an overdose, losing his unborn child, and losing the love of his life. Keanu Reeves had every reason to grow bitter, cold, and cynical. Instead, he chose to become the kindest man in Hollywood. This is the psychological story of how tragic grief can be transmuted into radical empathy. Keanu's journey with loss began early, when he was just 3 years old. His father abandoned the family. His childhood was a nomadic whirlwind, moving from country to country, dealing with dyslexia, and never feeling a sense of permanence. In 1993, just as his acting career was taking off, tragedy struck his inner circle. His soulmate and best friend, River Phoenix, tragically overdosed at age 23. Keanu was devastated, but the darkest chapter was yet to come. In 1999, while filming The Matrix, Keanu and his partner, Jennifer Sayen, were expecting their first child. 8 months into the pregnancy, their daughter, Eva, was born stillborn. The weight of grief destroyed their relationship. Just 18 months later, Jennifer was killed instantly in a horrific car crash in the span of a year and a half. Keanu lost his child and the woman he loved. Psychology shows us that intense trauma usually leads humans to build thick emotional walls. Pain often breeds resentment, isolation, and bitterness. But Keanu Reeves took a radically different path. Instead of shutting the world out, he allowed his grief to soften his heart. He practiced what psychologists call post-traumatic growth, using extreme personal suffering to cultivate profound empathy for others. He quietly donated tens of millions of dollars from his Matrix yearning to cancer hospital and stone teens. Create secret children's charities and work through life without an ego. When host Stephen Colbert once asked him, "What do you think happens when we die?" Keanu, he did not give a philosophical speech. He paused, looked straight into the camera, and replied, "I know that the ones who love us will miss us." In 9 words, he summarized the quiet beauty of human connection. When he took the role of John Wick, a man grieving the loss of his wife, fighting through an impossible underworld, he was not just acting, he was channeling his lifelong acquaintance with grief into cinema. Keanu Reeves teaches us that pain is inevitable, but suffering is how we choose to respond to it. He turned his scars into armor, not to protect himself from the world, but to protect others from feeling alone. The psychological lesson of Keanu Reeves is timeless. You don't need a life free of pain to be a force of good. The greatest weapon against personal darkness is radical, unconditional kindness. How do you handle the heavy moments in your life? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit subscribe for more psychological breakdown. And we will see you in the next orbit.